extends 29 minutes, so a little bit of a window to work with.
Hey, what's up?
The countdown currently tease your eyes late as 9:51 a.m. Pacific time.
Hey, what's up? Kiss your mother with that mouth? Oh, and a kiss, I would have called your mother. Good morning, everybody. How are you? All right, so Astra's trying to do a launch today, but it looks to be a little bit too windy. The weather doesn't seem to be cooperating. You're looking at Launch Vehicle 9 here. Launch Vehicle 9 is launching out of Kodiak, Alaska here. This is a return to flight attempt after the LV-8 mission did not go very well. But honestly, it looks like the weather is not cooperating too much here. The count is in a hold right now, so we'll see where this takes us. It is a little windy. It looks a little clammy out there in Alaska right now. Hypersonic, what's going on? Good morning. That's a lot of wind. You just left with nuts. Right, anyway. Do they say more on what happened last time with the details? They had a problem with one of their engineering drawings that caused the fairing to separate in an unplanned way, or not separate, for that matter.
Over the last several years of...
That was the long story short. They also used that as an opportunity. It actually exposed another problem, Sile, that they fixed with the second stage guidance, which is pretty cool. Breezy, 28 months. Thank you.
Two of them. One is the...
Did I see the Elon tweet, Voss? I don't Twitter. I don't Twitter. Do I want to know? I mean, I was just looking at this, to be honest. He what? Wait. Wait. Yeah, Rock Guy, let's go Astra. Heck yeah. Yeah, he... What the frick? What's going on? I don't get it, man. I don't understand. I don't understand, dude. It's so stupid. Oh, that's awesome. What?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
What happened? You don't want to know. Yep, the countdown's in a hold right now, guys. We'll see. The weather ain't cooperating, so we'll see where it takes us. And Lex is the referee. Oh, that's even better. I will referee this. It's been really long with win. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I think he'd win just because of age, but I wouldn't put it past that guy. I mean, that guy's a jiu-jitsu freak. Yeah. Who knows? 23-month resub? You're in the Matrix. The age has slowly been making the world weirder to see where you can't anymore. Hey, at least it's not boring, you know? Like, is that good? Yeah, that's right. It's judo, not jujitsu. Yeah, he's yeah, that guy can fight. What kind of pie you gonna have today, Apple? If he dies, he dies. Oh, jeez. I wouldn't laugh about this current relay situation since anything but common. I lost a lot of respect for Elon. Yeah, Balk, it's yeah, that's a thing that exists, I guess. Yeah, guys, let's focus on the rocket launch, okay? Guys, look, you got aluminum tubes. Do I have to tell you what the frick you can do with an aluminum tube? Aluminum! Is it stuck? No, Vin. Basically what I did is I just put this, I edited this real fast to be on a repeating GIF and then just like superimpose the YouTube overlay over it. The ASTRA launch is actually scrubbed. I just wanted to see how long it took people to figure it out. Is that venting coming from the rocket or the tower? The tower. Their vents are on the tower. Their transporter. Did you notice the payload fairing? Looks like they aren't doing sheet metal anymore. No, I haven't. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. You are scrubbed. It's pronounced aluminum. No. It's pronounced aluminum. Okay, Stan. I'm just here to rock the boat. Okay, it's aluminum, not aluminum, not aluminium. Aluminum. Yep. Let's just piss everybody off. And we also only measure things in kilofeet. Yep. Base 10 feet. Even though feet is base 12. Yep. Kilofeet. Oh, how far is it? Well, it's 10 kilofeet away. Wow, that's a long way. Kilofeet is the way to go, absolutely. That's clearly the superior measuring system. What is that system called? Yes. Just the yes trick system, not the metric system. The yes trick system. Are Kibi feed in base 12? I don't know. Twitch plays measuring systems. That's good, Alex. I like that. Highway signs use fractions of kilofeet for distance sometimes. Oh my god. Please stop. Please stop. Stop. Alright, stop before I throw up. Oh my god. Drive to Survive came out. Who's binge watched the whole thing? Don't lie. Killa meme tours. Yep. Never heard of it. Okay. Last, please. That's not what you didn't answer my question. Kind of weather we having trouble with? It's a little windy, Cajun. Up here. Let's see.
Where can folks watching at home maybe get involved with some ASTRA merchandise?
Well, we're very happy to share that we have opened the ASTRA shop. The ASTRA shop is now live at shop.astra.com, and we are also especially excited to share that for the next 2 weeks we will be donating 100% of the profits to charities offering humanitarian services in Ukraine right now. So visit shop.astra.com and you can see what we have available. We have a pretty small selection right now, like we always like to do. We like to learn and iterate. So
rapid store iteration. I like.
Yeah, so we'll learn the kind of products that all of you folks who have been supporting ASTRA and watching at home are interested in purchasing, and we'll expand our selection from there. And again, 100% of the profits for the next 2 weeks will go to humanitarian efforts in Ukraine, including the Red Cross, World Central Kitchen, and UNICEF.
That's very cool that you're doing that, and a big thank you to ASTRA for their support in that endeavor. And I go check out the ASTRA shop. It's pretty cool. We get that question every stream, and now we finally have that answer for it, which is pretty cool.
Very exciting. Thank you so much, Sherard, that made that possible. So we are.
Hey, better than nothing. So how tall is a broomstick in the yes system? About 350.
Particular order?
About 350.
Well, we can. I think that's just how the system was designed.
Hey, Ian, what's up, dude?
No.
Hey, hold on. I don't mean to steal Astra's thunder or anything, but also, Oh, that's pretty freaking good, man. Orange broomstick, good. Okay? Steel broomstick, good. It's too early for these kind of images. Are you awake yet? Are you getting on that plane to go see it? I have to check my email, Jim. I haven't checked today. I've been trying to get on that. Or I could just not log in. That's fine. Too many passwords. Serious question. Why hasn't anyone made a rocket that can withstand weather so they can launch whenever they want? That's a long question. Long answer. I mean, you could make the rocket stronger, but if you make the rocket stronger, then it won't make it into space. So it's kind of a balancing act between making it light enough to be able to get into space and strong enough to be able to launch in whatever conditions. I'm not sure, Punzis. I wouldn't get my hopes up. I mean, you know, you could launch with any, you could make a rocket that launches in any weather, or you could make a rocket that's a little bit lighter that only launches when it's sunny out. It's not like it's going to be cloudy every single day, you know? And then you get a huge performance gain there. Rocket everything to do with minimizing risk, yeah. Yeah, I mean, how complicated do you want to make this already complicated task? After the Falcon 9 boosters are past their usability, is the material recycled, making new boosters in any way? It could be, Sile, if, yeah, aluminum is very, 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 like 100% recyclable. Very sustainable, believe it or not. Oh, super sustainable. Yeah, aluminum is great. Yeah, they could be. I don't know if they are. I'm pretty sure they cut up boosters that they scrap and they give it to employees for like employee awards. Where can I watch space launches? Right there. What do you mean, Ilya? I mean, steel, aluminum is very recyclable. From Space Launchia. I mean, Ilya, it depends. Astra could launch in this weather, but why increase risk when you can just delay? Yeah, Just wait till a sunny day. Seriously, it's not gonna change anything. Like, I can think about it like this. Like, okay, so it's taken a year, like at least a year, to put all this together. At the very most, at the very least, it's taken a couple months, right? Taken a couple months to put this whole frickin' thing together, right? All this stuff. You know, why risk? Why risk launching it? Just wait till it's sunny. It's gonna be, if it's sunny tomorrow, just wait till then. Like, you're potentially throwing away months of work. How cold is the rocket? I can see the frosty. That's LOX, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's as cold as liquid oxygen. Yeah, yeah. I mean, launches of other different companies. I mean, well, most companies launch out of Florida. Some of them launch out of Virginia, out of Wallops Island. SpaceX launches out of southern Texas, or they will. Astra here is in Kodiak, dude. This is up in the Aleutian Islands, man. This is way up north. Like, Alaska's up in the middle of nowhere, man. But you could potentially launch from anywhere, even where sunny days are rare in some places. Yeah.
So if you
What
are
is it?
just joining
It's
us, we are
cold.
still holding a T-minus 15 minutes due to a weather criteria. You notice the countdown is pretty quiet. The teams are still waiting for some weather data to confirm whether or not the launch attempt can proceed for today. Again, the launch window extends until 9:51 a.m. Pacific time or 16:51 UTC, and that means that we should get a decision one way or another within the next 15 minutes or so. So we're going to keep you updated on that, and as soon as they have that data and make that decision, we'll of course share that with you. But we do have some more questions coming in, and one is pertaining to the weather situation, actually asking what is the triggered lightning criteria that the teams are looking into today?
Yeah, that's a great question. So triggered lightning is a phenomenon where as the rocket moves through the atmosphere and, you know, encounters electrically charged fields in the atmosphere, it can act as a giant lightning rod and can cause lightning to strike the vehicle and potentially damage it and risk the mission. So unfortunately, it's not something that we have a lot of control over,
Right.
just like the rest of the weather. But it is a pretty unique phenomenon, and that's what we are keeping track of today.
Of course, if you're a regular NASA Spaceflight viewer and you listen really closely to the intro reel, the SCE to AUX call out from Apollo 12, I believe. I hope I got that mission right. Oh God, my Apollo history isn't the best. But that was actually a lightning strike that occurred during launch and caused all sorts of electrical issues. So those weather criteria are developed over years and years of launch experience and apply to all the rockets that are launched from various launch ranges around the world. So again, the teams are looking into that triggered lightning criteria and will let us know as soon as they make a decision one way or the other. Still holding and holding out for a launch attempt today. If things do end up not
SCE
going
to
that way
AUX, what the
today,
hell
we
is
need
that?
to target a new launch attempt. When is the next launch window, Carolina?
So we do have another launch window tomorrow at the same time. So that is 1622 to 1651 UTC or 922 to 951 AM Pacific time. So we do have another launch opportunity at the same time tomorrow. It is still that same shortened window due to the requirements of this mission. The payload's heading to an orbit with a specific local time of the descending node, or LTDN, which is dictating our short launch window for this vehicle.
Looking at this launch pad, we've
Some
got
facts by
the
Carolina
beautiful
right there.
shore of the ocean and some mountains in the background. Is this the same pad up in Kodiak, Alaska that launched the
Go!
LV0006 mission?
That's right. We have had many launches out of this pad in Kodiak.
Yeah, the weather up in Alaska doesn't seem to be cooperating too much. So we'll see where it takes us. It looks to be a little bit windy, and also they have lightning rule. So the interesting thing is that, like, they were talking about lightning hitting the rocket. When the rocket gets up above the clouds, like when it's in the clouds, I mean, lightning can discharge from cloud to cloud. That does happen. I mean, if you live in Florida, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You see lightning in the sky all the time, and it doesn't touch the ground. It just goes from cloud to cloud. If that hits one of the rockets, it'll basically fry it. Yeah, that doesn't end well. The other thing is that Thomas was talking about Apollo 12, Tri-SCE to auxiliary, right? That Apollo 12 actually was just leaving the pad. It was like maybe 10 or 15 seconds into the mission. Lightning hit the launch escape system on Saturn. It arced down the rocket, and then it arced down the exhaust, and then it arced to the tower and grounded, and it created a circuit for a second that almost fried the Saturn V electronics on board, not the entire rocket. So yeah, you really don't want that. It's not. Are you gonna do some space news or play something? I'm here for the launch. So yeah, like lightning can arc off the exhaust from the rocket and then hit like the transporter erector and then make a circuit for a second, and that doesn't end well. Back to the Future 2 in real life. Careful, you don't want to get struck by light. You know.
Kilometers for the LV0009 flight.
Dang thing got struck twice and kept going.
First
Yeah.
mission with spaceflight as a launch services provider. We are very exciting to be working with today.
And the payloads on board. There are 3 different customers for Spaceflight Incorporated on today's flight.
How did John Aaron know that that pattern was going to be recurring? How does that even happen? How do you... Like, there's 1,000 different things that lightning strike could have hit, and they caught it, and it's like, yep, SCE to auxiliary, go. I've seen this pattern before.
Assuming today, if the weather...
Oddly, the weather here in Valdez, about 300 miles east, is very nice. Oh, yeah?
And in under 10 minutes, we'll have a decision one way or the other whether the countdown can proceed, looking at the triggered lightning criteria that's affecting the countdown right now. Might have some new viewers to the ASTRA program. ASTRA is still a pretty new launch provider in the industry, and this is a pretty small rocket. It's a dedicated rocket for small satellites. So Matteo is asking, how tall is this rocket?
Yes, that's a great question. So the rocket you're seeing here is 43 feet long from tip to tail, with a diameter of 52 inches, and that 43 feet is significant because that means that our fully integrated vehicle can fit inside a 45-foot shipping container, making our system very, very flexible and portable.
0.45 kilofeet. It's about 12
another question
meters,
regarding ASTRA's
12, 13,
launch systems. Does the rocket have a name other than LV0009? So there's a couple names we've thrown out there. LV0009, there's Rocket 3, Rocket 3.3. What are all those different naming conventions talking about?
Sure. So LV0009 stands for Launch Vehicle 0009. That's the tail number of the vehicle, like the tail number of an aircraft or the VIN number of your car. It's this specific version or this specific vehicle of the overall model, which is Rocket 3.3. And so Rocket 3.3 means that it was an iteration of our Rocket 3 series. So that is kind of like similar to like a software release. You know, if you have your iPhone, you might have iOS, version 15.1 or 15.3, and that's a similar approach that we take.
What's the gas coming out of the rocket? It's gaseous oxygen, because they have to cycle the propellants inside of the liquid oxygen tank, Dave. So there's liquid oxygen in the first stage, and then there's kerosene right here in the bottom of the first stage. So it's liquid oxygen, kerosene. You need fuel and oxidizer to go into space. Just like a car needs an intake and gasoline, right? You need that to make combustion. But the thing is, when you go up into space, there's no oxygen up there. So you got to bring the oxygen with you, and it's easier to bring it in liquefied form, right? The thing is that if you want oxygen to exist as a liquid, which is, you think that's air you're breathing now? No, if you want it to exist as a liquid, it needs to be extremely cold and at a really, really high pressure. And even at that really high pressure and really, really cold, oxygen still boils. Just like if you took water and you boiled it at 1 bar, right, or 14 psi, 14.7 psi, or 100 kilopascals. Pick your pressure measurement unit. It'll boil at 212 Fahrenheit or 100 C, right? Either one. The liquid oxygen boils at extremely high pressure at extremely low temperature. So because it's boiling, like boiling water in there, they have to constantly top it off. And what you're seeing is the boil off gaseous oxygen coming out here and here. That one is, I think that one's for the second stage. And I think this one is for the first stage. If I'm looking at this right, it's hard. I can't really see the plumbing in here. I'd be able to tell you if I could look at this thing up close. But yeah, that's what this is. This is a Astra's LV9 here, or Astra Rocket 3 is a semi-cryogenic rocket. So there's like rockets that have room temperature, so to speak, propellants that are just non-cryogenic. There's semi-cryogenic when you use like liquid oxygen and kerosene, right? And then there's fully cryogenic rockets like Delta or SLS or Atlas V's second stage is fully cryogenic, where they use liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. In which case you'd see a purge flame or something, or liquid methane and liquid oxygen on Starship or New Glenn. I mean, But the thing is like you have to vent liquid methane and liquid hydrogen, but you can't just vent it into the atmosphere. That's frowned upon. That's frowned upon in polite circles. No, it's bad for the environment. Those are greenhouse gases. So the gaseous hydrogen and the gaseous methane would have like a purge flame or a recondenser or something. But yeah, this right here is gaseous oxygen. Okay, thanks for the good answer. How will Elon make fuel out of CO2? Well, if you make enough energy, you can make fuel out of. You can turn gold into lead with enough or lead into gold with enough energy. So there's different type of reactions that you can do to. Like, you could take CO2, right? And if you bring some hydrogen with you to, like, the surface of Mars, right? Mars has CO2 in the atmosphere. So methane is CH4. So if you bring some hydrogen with you, you take the C out of the O2, right? You make oxygen and then liquid oxygen. And you take that carbon and you attach it to the hydrogen, right? You can make methane and oxygen as long as you bring some hydrogen with you. And they can do the same thing on the moon. If they drill for ice, you get hydrogen right there, or you don't even have to bring it with you. That's the plan. At least that's what they want to do. Not Astra. That's SpaceX. But yeah, that's where he's going. Sure, if you want radioactive gold, yeah. It wasn't really the point that I was trying to illustrate, but sure.
To go in the countdown, the window extending until 9:51 a.m. Pacific time, 16:51 UTC. It is coming up on the deadline to make a decision one way or the other. Should it be a no-go, there is a backup launch opportunity tomorrow, but we're standing by for official word on today's attempt. Still holding out hope that the team will be able to make a go towards the end of today's window, but we'll keep you updated as soon as we have more information.
Yeah, that's right, Midget. Astra is the one that fits inside of a shipping container. This thing can fit inside of a 45-foot TEU. The entire launch pad. It takes 6 guys. 6 guys to put this pad together. And it takes 6 people in mission control to launch this thing. That is an absurdly low count. That's part of the reason why Astra is having a lot... They have a lot of teething problems with their rocket because... You know, you look at other mission controls, there's 30 people in mission control, and there's 30 people down at the pad trying to put this whole thing together. Astra's trying to do it with 6. 6 guys at the pad, 6 guys at mission control at their headquarters in San Francisco. Well, not in San Francisco, it's in Alameda, in the Bay. So, what they're trying to do is, like, nuts complicated. They're trying to consolidate everything down and automate most systems down to where 6 people can control the rocket. And that's pretty damn impressive for something that goes into space. I mean, you look at like Atlas V or Falcon 9, there's hundreds of people involved in the launch process. The entire rocket has 12. 12 for a mission campaign. That is absurdly low. Can you deradiate gold? You can do anything if with enough energy hammers. Yeah, of course. You could just take electrons, protons, and neutrons away from atoms, and you can make different things with enough energy. The problem is that's hard to do. Hello, what's this? This is Astra? Think we'll get a sideways launch again? No, but you could still see the crater from the sideways rocket. You see the hole in the ground, that trench that goes this way? Yeah, that's from where 6 went off the pad sideways. It's still left a big, nice trench in the ground over there. And it's a scrub. Is it? Let me see. Hang on. One of my favorite rocket launches, Tessa. What a beast mode of a launch. That made me a huge Astra fan, to be honest. Sideways launch is pretty amazing. Eco, like, I know they weren't trying to do it, but that is damn impressive what that thing did. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was gonna go like this and go into the ocean. The thing just is like, nope, I'm going up in the air. I'm like, what? I mean, dude, I think like that's like one of my most viewed clips or something, because I think XQC looked at it or something, and yeah, dude, whenever I watch a rocket launch. Oh, hold on.
Astra is scrubbing for the day due to triggered lightning not improving for the rest of the launch window.
Oh well, they'll be back tomorrow. I mean, Tessa, that's how I know, dude. I mean, guys, like, I'll tell you once, I'll tell you again. trying to consolidate this process down to like 12 people takes an incredible amount of skill. Like, think of it like a factory, right? You have a factory and there's people on the assembly line doing things. And you know good and well that if you try to automate most of these things, right, it's going to cost money. It's going to be really difficult to do because it's going to take a lot of automation to get a machine to do basically this. Right? Like, just take this and put it over there. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm being very, very general with this, right? The point is that it's a very long and lengthy process, and trying to automate all of it is very, very, very difficult. That's really hard. But yeah, they'll be back. NASA Spaceflight just shut the cast off. They'll be back tomorrow. We'll watch it tomorrow. Yeah, Bellum, I hope so. Yeah, in Star Wars, they got that process consolidated down to one person and an astromech droid. Can I have some of those guidance systems, please? Thanks for coming out on your day off. Have a good one. Yep. I have stuff to do, fellas. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Also, Tom Brady is back. No, it's not April Fool's. Yeah, John, I'll probably go get something done today on the truck. I have to do the radio harness, actually. Maybe we can get that, he retired sequel. Now he's back. No celebration for SpaceX 20 years. I was going to show that video tomorrow, Doc. I got stuff to do. He responded? No way. I don't know what's happening over there. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, alright? Good luck with your firings, chat. I mean, I hope your layoffs go really well. Yeah, pleasure's all on this side of the table. Russian translators, what did he say? He said, "You're young and stupid. Don't try it. We'll win." Okay, have a good day. Hopefully you're planning an SLS adventure. Jim, it really comes down to if I get the email from NASA. But launch of Artemis 1 is looking more and more. Anyway, fellas, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, noontime. Well, did you see what Thomas said? Guys, I'm trying to freaking leave. All right? Can I leave now? Can I leave? No? I have stuff to do. I'm trying to give myself it out, and you're making it awkward. You're making it very awkward. Trying to give myself an out. You know, like when you're in that conversation and the person just keeps going on and on because they want to keep you there, and you're like, okay, I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go. You're making it awkward. You're making it weird. Don't be that guy. Would you just go already? No. Now I don't want to. No. Now I don't want to. Now I'm sitting here. Yeah, I'm doing that due to the Artemis 1 presser, which is at 5 p.m. today. Yeah, we might have to review that tomorrow for Space News, Thomas. I have stuff to do. See, now you got Bremo all hot and bothered. Look at, she's a mess. Look what you did, chat. She's gonna cry now. Why would you do that? Thomas, I might be back by 5, but I have some stuff to do today. All right. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Look. Now she's hurt. She's Etel hurt. Why would you do this? Why would you do this, chat? Chat, you done goofed. Okay? You done goofed. You guys remember that? Why'd you make my daughter cry? You done goofed. Who remembers that? Old memes. Old memes are old.